Last time, on the real Simwives of Sulani.
So my very first fashion show was a huge success. The turnout was incredible, and the models did such a great job of showcasing my fashion line.
I won't be around as often now that I'm living in San Myshuno, but I couldn't miss such a huge event.
Excuse me ladies, I think it's time that we have a chat, don't you?
What do you want, Kayla? If you've come to start drama, then you can just leave. Honey, your life is a mess. Your life is on a downward spiral, and we have front row seats.
At least I can get a man, that's more than you can say. The both of you make me sick. Do the whole of Sulani a favor and move the fuck away.
You never know how strong you are, until it's the only choice you have.
Throw me to the wolves, and I'll return leading the pack. I may not own a Bentley, but I certainly own these lips.
I may not be the most popular, but I am definitely the most honest.
Life isn't just about diamonds and rosé, it's about fame too.
Don't blame me if your husband looks my way. I'm just too irresistible.
I am honestly in shock from what happened at Sarah's fashion show. I know that I said a few unfortunate words, but I did not deserve to be physically assaulted. I really don't want to associate myself with these women anymore. I am embarrassed to be a part of the show if I'm honest.
I am so sorry for what happened to you, babe. I just wish that I could have jumped in sooner.
You've got nothing to be sorry for, honey. It's not your fault that Hannah couldn't have composed herself like a lady.
I know, but I'm really upset about how everything went down. I should have protected you and I didn't. I feel terrible.
There's nothing you could have done to prevent this. She slapped me out of nowhere. I'm sure that even Gab was shocked by it. She didn't say anything about it though.
Hannah has got no class whatsoever. She's just jealous of the life that you're living. Nobody that confident would have acted this way. She's just very lucky you didn't hit her back.
Could my life get any worse at this point? Not only have I been accused of the most heinous false allegations, but I have also lost my bestest friend, and now this? I don't know how much more I can take. Why am I being treated like some kind of monster? I am a good person and do not deserve this. If I wasn't already in such a legal mess, then I would have pressed charges against her for sure.
Honey, you are a great sim. Please don't ever forget that. You are a better person than I am, because if a man punched me, then he would be leaving in an ambulance.
You know that's not my style. I would never stoop so low to assault somebody. I actually have class, unlike the majority of the women here in Sulani. You know, I'm seriously considering removing myself from this friendship group. All I've had this past year is problem after problem with them.
I will support you in whatever decision that you make, Kayla. You are the love of my life and I will be there for you until the very end.
You see how loving Michael is towards me? For the first time in my life, I feel truly valued. And Gabrielle had the audacity to suggest that Michael isn't as into me as I think? What is wrong with that slut? Does she not like seeing anybody happy? I think I'm going to need a few days away from the ladies. Being around them isn't enjoyable for me, and I don't feel like any of them particularly care about me, so why would I surround myself around negative energy? So I think I'm going to be a little distant for a while.
I totally understand. It's time for you to relax now, sweetie. I'm going to run you a hot bath and pour you a glass of champagne, okay?
Now that sounds fabulous. You are the best, honey.
So it's the day after my fashion show, and for the most part it was a huge success. The turnout was incredible and I have received so many business requests overnight. Despite all that though, I am really disappointed in Hannah for assaulting Kayla at my event, but I'm just glad that she hasn't jeopardized any of my connections, because if she had, then I would be sending her a very hefty bill. But aside from all of that, I have invited Jaida and Chantelle over for some drinks in the beautiful sun.
It is such a hot day today, isn't it, girls? I think we all need a cocktail or two to cool ourselves down.
Oh, now that sounds delightful. Don't judge me for being in all leather, girls. I've chosen fashion over comfort today.
Well, you are looking fabulous, Jaida, nonetheless. I'd like to thank you both again for walking in my fashion show last night. You both did a phenomenal job.
Oh, there's no need to thank us, my love. If anything, we should be the ones thanking you for allowing us to keep those beautiful dresses.
I second that. I felt and looked like a bad bitch last night. Girl, you have found yourself a customer for life now. Just remember to give me that friendly discount.
Oh girls, you never have to worry about paying full price, so make sure to help your girl out whilst also stocking up.
I don't think you are going to worry about needing our support. Judging from last night's reception, your fashion line is going to go global.
Ah, thank you, Chantelle. Well, that's my goal anyway. To take over the high street.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but are we going to discuss what happened last night between Kayla and Hannah?
Well, I'm still trying to process it all, to be honest. It went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. I overheard Kayla having a few words with them, but I never expected Hannah to assault her. I'm just shocked.
I don't know why you are so shocked, Sarah. Those degenerates have no class whatsoever and will resort to physical violence to get their point across. I did warn you, but you chose to ignore me, so you can't say I didn't tell you so.
I have to agree with Chantelle. In hindsight, do you think it was a good idea to invite those two to your very first event? I trusted Gab not to cause a scene, but I had no faith in Hannah whatsoever, and she proved me right.
I mean, in hindsight, it wasn't a good idea to invite them, but after a year of conflict, I wanted to bring the group together to finally have resolve. I have to say though, Kayla approached them first, so I'm not happy with her either.
I agree that it wasn't the right time or place, but that doesn't warrant her being assaulted.
Of course it doesn't. Don't get it twisted, sweetie. I escorted Hannah out of the building immediately after she assaulted Kayla, so I hope that Kayla understands that I do not condone what she did. I actually invited Kayla here today, but she didn't get back to me.
I think that she just needs a minute to collect her thoughts. You of all people know what it's like to be assaulted. She's been through a lot this past year, so it's bound to take a toll.
Try going through a public cheating scandal and divorce in the same year and then come back to tell me what's considered to be a lot. Kayla should never have approached Hannah in the first place. I'm starting to think that she likes being involved in drama because she's always in the center of it.
Anyway, in more exciting news, as you both know, I am the leading founder of the Hand in Hand charity organization here in Sulani. I am going to be hosting the charity event next week, and I would love for you both to be in attendance. The Hand in Hand charity organization is a self-funded establishment that aims to help disadvantaged Sims from all walks of life. We help provide Sims with food, water, and of course accommodation. I have been running this charity organization for the past 20 years, so it is very dear to my heart. Coming from a working-class household, I understand the struggles that many Sims face, which is why I am so dedicated to this amazing charity. So far we have managed to raise over 2 million simoleons, and I am hoping to increase that figure even more.
Of course I will be in attendance. I love this charity and all that you have done for it. I will donate a bunch of my dresses to the organization so you can raise some money at the auction.
I'll be there too. With all of the drama going on, it will be nice to put everything aside and raise a bunch of simoleons for a good cause.
So I was just about to ask, are you inviting all of the ladies? Including Gab and Hannah?
Well, this is what I am trying to figure out. It's for charity, so we could do with every last simoleon donated to the organization. But if they are likely to cause a scene, then I don't want them there. I mean, look at what just happened at your fashion show. I've got a sterling reputation here, and I'd be so embarrassed if they acted like this at my charity event.
I mean, it is for charity, so if they were to do something provocative, then that would be classless. I'd say invite them, as like you said, the organization could do with all of the simoleons it can get. What's the worst that can happen?
So I've been thinking about this for a while, but I think I'm ready to start dating again, which I'm super excited about.
Ah, that's really exciting. Just try to avoid married men this time, honey.
Oh, trust me, that's going to be one of the very first things I'm going to clarify. Fuck being in that position again. Having been single for a number of years, I am ready to find my Prince Charming. I am a hopeless romantic at heart, and I am very excited to find the man of my dreams.
So how are you going to go about this? Are you going to download Tinder again? Because girl, these men on the internet be crazy.
Absolutely not. Online dating isn't for me. My experience with online dating hasn't been the best, so I'm thinking of meeting with a millionaire matchmaker in Del Sol Valley to help find me a man on my level.
I think that's a good idea, so long as you don't get wifeyed up and throw me to the curb.
Oh, don't be silly, bitch. You know that I would never do that. You know what they say, hoes before bros, sisters before misters.
No, but seriously, I am so happy for you. It's about time that you are swept off your feet. You are full of love and deserve the very best that a sim has to offer.
Last year, I wrote my best-selling book entitled The Other Woman. It's time to start practicing what I preach. I am done being the side. Honey, I'm ready to be the main meal.
Looking at you right now, honey, you're a snack. So you go get yourself a man, bitch, a handsome one at that.
Ah, thanks, babe. I mean, let's be honest. Would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley? Anyway, despite that, what a crazy night last night turned out to be.
Don't start none, won't be none. Clearly Kayla didn't get that memo.
That's what Kayla does. She likes to instigate drama and then play victim when she gets called out.
Well, hopefully that slap knocked some sense into her. She can't expect to come into my personal space and not be reprimanded.
I completely agree. It wasn't the time nor place, but she kept poking the bear. I do feel terrible for Sarah though. As soon as we get into a good place, this had to have happened. You know, I was actually looking forward to developing a friendship with Sarah. But of course Kayla had to come and jeopardize that. I'm not going to lie, I am a little disappointed in Hannah for stooping down to Kayla's level, but I can't say that I wouldn't have done the same if she was in my face.
Do I regret slapping Kayla? Absolutely. It's only given her another thing to drag on all season. I just couldn't help myself though, that bitch had it coming.
I don't know, I just feel a bit sorry for her, that's all. Her life is spiraling out of control. If I'm honest, my heart is hurting for her children. It must be so difficult for them right now.
Oh please, she's never with her children. I heard that she's always out on the town whilst poor Michael is left with the kids.
Well, I haven't heard that rumor. If there's one thing I will give her credit for, then it's that she is a great mother. I have experienced that firsthand. I don't understand Hannah's beef with Kayla. Yes, she's being a loyal friend to me, but to attack her parenting is not okay. I love her children, and just because Kayla and I are in a bad place right now, does not warrant her attacking her family.
Why has Gab turned a complete 180 on how she feels towards Kayla? Kayla has been nothing but an unloyal bitch towards her. Gab may be a nicer sim than me, because that bitch is dead to me for life.